Hey guys, it's Topic Bricks here and welcome to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a tier list on all the LEGO Harry Potter sets released from 2018 onwards to 2022. So we're basically going to be doing a tier list of all the LEGO Harry Potter sets included in the relaunch. The sets which count as sets are actually box sets, we're not counting polybags or anything like that, so we have some gift with purchases here because they were box sets. But yeah, so this is a part 1 video, and then in the part 2 we're going to be extending this list to include every single LEGO Harry Potter set ever made. So again, these are in no particular order, they're all from the relaunch from 2018 to 2022. Obviously there's going to be more sets coming in the future, but this is, as of today's date, up to date. So let's go for our first set, and it's the Biting Book. This was a gift with purchase, and I'm pretty indifferent about this set. It was a really good gift of purchase. Like, if this was a tier list based on gift of purchases, this would be right at the top. But as a standalone set, it wasn't too great. We got a Draco Malfoy minifigure in this as well, which wasn't actually unique because I believe he comes in the Hogwarts Castle, I think. But yeah, it was a pretty decent set. Nothing really much to say on that. I do think it's better than the Diagon Alley set, so I'm going to put that in dislike. I don't hate it necessarily, but it wasn't really too great. Obviously it's just meant to be a desk piece, which is fine, but what's good about this set is it comes with a really valuable minifigure. The Ollivander minifigure, which comes in this set, actually goes for about $60-70 on Bricklink, which is really cool, but the set itself is pretty meh. We've got another gift of purchase here, and the Gryffindor dorms, I'm going to put it in indifferent as well. There is no unique pieces nor unique minifigures in this set. So, to just put it, I think this puts it down. I mean, the reason why the Biting Book is higher is because it's such an interesting set. It's a set we've never gotten before. We've never seen anything like it, basically, where this Gryffindor dorms, there's nothing really desirable about it. Like I said, no unique minifigures, no unique pieces. It's pretty easy just to build on your own with not too many rare parts, so it's not great. The Hogwarts Castle has to go in a door. It has to be, if not the best LEGO Harry Potter set ever made. Ever. It's absolutely wonderful. And right now you can actually get it on sale for £70 off, or about $100 off in some toy stores. It's on sale at Smith's, I believe, in the UK. So if you haven't got this set, you need to get it before it retires. I don't know when it will retire. It could retire this year, it could retire next year. It has had a pretty long shelf life so far of nearly 4 years, but this could be a set like the Disney Castle, which just stays on shelves for a very, very, very long time. So you've got the Expecto Patronum set now. Do I dislike this set? No, I'm going to put it in indifferent. So the trees are absolutely terrible, right? The trees are horrendous because they're not really displayable from the back at all, because you can see all the mechanism. It's basically a one-sided tree. And you don't really get anything in this set, really. You get 2 Dementors, which is cool, but you get 2 in a Hogwarts Express. I think you get 1 or 2 in a Hogwarts Express. It might be 2, it might be 1, I can't remember. But everyone is buying this set for the Stag Patronus, and it does elevate that set. Otherwise it's easily a hate or dislike set, but that Stag Patronus makes it okay. I'm fine with this set. It's not an expensive set. I believe it was £20 or $20 when released, so I don't really have a problem with it. This set, I'm going to put it in dislike. I was going to put it in hate, but it's not too bad. The reason why this is quite low on the list is because I'm comparing it to the old 2005 Hungarian Horntail first task set, which was so much better. The dragon was bigger. It looks more like a dragon, where this one, I can't really show you any close-up images, but it looks like an eagle. Maybe I'll put an image on screen now of what the head looks like. It's not like sharp enough. It's not. It's too streamlined. It just looks like a bird more than like a dragon. I know technically a dragon is a bird, but you know what I mean. It doesn't really look very menacing, is what I'm trying to say. The minifigures in the set really do elevate it. We get 4 unique minifigures, which the minifigure selection is perfect. Then the last version we did get some staff members. We've got Dumbledore and we've got Mad-Eye Moody in his peg leg. The tent build is pretty naff. We don't get any of the arena build. I just think the old 2005 version was a much better set. So I'm going to put it in dislike. Hagrid's Hut is a great set. I'm going to put it in... I'm going to put it in love for now. It could go down to like. The reason why I love this set is because it's the first Hagrid's Hut version we've gotten that's from the later films, or not from the first film, because I believe there's two versions of Hagrid's Hut, right? The first version, which is it's just his hut, there's not really like a second extension building added to it, and you see that in the Philosopher's Stone, for example. And I think, did it change in the Chamber of Secrets or the Prisoner of Azkaban? I can't remember. One of those two films, they actually remodeled what Hagrid's Hut looks like. They changed the location of it and changed what it looks like. So now it's got basically two equally sized huts attached to each other. One of them is where Hagrid sleeps, which makes sense. Not only that, but we get 4 minifigures, so 6 minifigures in this set, a lot of them unique, and we also get Buckbeak as well, which is the first time we've gotten him in a Hagrid's Hut set, because we usually get Aragog. So I'm glad they mixed things up and didn't just give us an original version like they always do with the Aragog included. So this is a very, very solid set. The Clock Tower, I like this set. It's not perfect. I think this set suffers from it being too themed on a particular scene, because this is based on the Yule Ball scene, where if you take a look at the other Hogwarts expansions from this era of 2018 to 2020, the first lot of Hogwarts expansions which go together, like the Great Hall isn't based on any particular scene. You get Quirrell, which is from the first film. You get the Basilisk, which is obviously exclusive to the Chamber of Secrets. So you have different films matching up together. It's not based on any particular scene. It could be the Great Hall Feast from any film, right? Which is cool. Where a set like this, it's too focused on one particular scene, the Yule Ball, and so you don't get any of these characters in the normal robes. They're all in dress robes, and it's a bit like, ugh. But the actual build itself is great. Shame the Clock Tower isn't mechanical like the 2004 version. That was a great set. So it definitely goes in like. This is an indifferent set. There's not really much to say about it. The Aragog's, is it Aragog's Lair? This set is called, I think. The Aragog spider isn't as good as the one we get in the 2010 Hagrid's Hut, because it doesn't have printing on the back of the spider's hump. I'll try to put a picture on screen of what I mean. And then we get a tree and no unique minifigures. We only get 2. There's not really too much to say about it. The Whomping Willow set, it'll go in like, I was going to put it in love, but it'll go in like ahead of the Clock Tower. I think this is a really solid set. When I first saw it, I was pretty mixed, but looking back on it, it's a really nice set, and it attaches really well to the Great Hall. The Whomping Willow build is great. I actually think the Ford Anglia in this set is actually better than the one we get in Ford Privet Drive, for many reasons. I might do a comparison video at some point actually on those two cars, but the Whomping Willow is a great set, and we actually get a unique Filch figure, which has remained unique and exclusive all the way from 2018 all the way until summer 2022, where we will get another one with Mrs. Norris in the Dumbledore's office set, I believe. That's what the rumours are saying anyway. We don't have official confirmation, but Promo Bricks have suggested it, so they're pretty reliable. So we should be getting another Filch figure, which will mean this one isn't going to be exclusive anymore. Well, it could be. It could have a different print, but Filch will be a lot more accessible essentially this time in a few months. The Great Hall. The Great Hall. I'm debating putting it above the UCS microscale Hogwarts Castle, and I won't. It just misses it. I think this Great Hall set is one of the best well-rounded sets ever made. Not just for Harry Potter, just period. It's $100. You get 10 minifigures, and I think all of them are unique at the time of release. You get a boat, you get a Great Hall, and this Hogwarts build looks so much better and more interesting than any of the other Hogwarts castle style builds we've ever gotten in 2010, 2011, and all the years before. So when this set came out, it was such a refreshing thing to see. Has so much depth. The roofs are grey and not green, which I know a lot of people do prefer. This set was just really well rounded, and we get the Mirror of Eris in this set as well, which is a really cool inclusion. The only thing which really does suck in this set is the Basilisk, because that Basilisk was horrific. It was such a bad build, especially compared to the 2021 Chamber of Secrets version. That's definitely a massive improvement. But then we've got the Hogwarts Express, which goes in love. This is a great set, by far the best Hogwarts Express set we've ever gotten. And the actual station build is so much more detailed and bigger than any other station we've gotten. I believe that the biggest station we've gotten with a Hogwarts Express was 2001. 2001 we had King's Cross, it was quite big. Then 2004 we got two Hogwarts Express sets. One of them was motorised, and it came with a bit of the Hogsmeade Village. With the station was actually like a building, and then we got another Hogwarts Express in 2004 where we had a Hogsmeade station where it was actually just a platform and not like a proper building. And then in 2010 we didn't get a station at all. Then in 2018 we got this big King's Cross station with both platform 9 and 3/4, and the Muggle side of the wizard from the Wizarding World. So that's really cool. We've got a load of minifigures. People like Lupin has still remained exclusive to this set to this day. We've not got another Lupin minifigure since. So yeah, that's really cool. The Quidditch match set was definitely the best Quidditch match set we've ever gotten in 2018. I'm going to put it in love, because if you look at all the other Quidditch sets, they always come with one tower. We get a lot of minifigures. That usually is a common trend. But we don't get all 4 of the house towers. I think that inclusion in the Quidditch set is such a welcome extension to what we usually get, in my opinion. The minifigures are great. I believe we get 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we get 6? I believe we get 6, don't we? Or is it 5? No, we get 6 because we get Hermione as well, don't we? I think we get 6 unique minifigures, or at least 4 of them are unique. So 6 minifigures. And this set retailed for $40, and it had 500 pieces as well. 500 pieces and 6 minifigures for $40 was a ridiculous value, especially in 2018. So that definitely goes in love. The Night Bus. See, this is definitely the most accurate version of the Night Bus. Actually, no, it's not. I actually think the 2004 version is slightly more accurate, which I'll explain why in part 2 when we get to all the Harry Potter sets. But I'm going to put the Night Bus in love. It definitely probably goes at the front, to be honest, and then like that. Yeah, the Night Bus is absolutely fantastic as a set. I always love the Night Bus sets because you get so many purple bricks for such a little price. I think this cost $40 as well. The minifigures are perfect in this set. I love how this opens up. Usually with the other Night Bus sets, you open them up roof by roof. Each roof is on jumper plates, and you can easily just attach them, which does mean you have to basically take the whole bus apart just to get to the inside, which isn't ideal. But here on the other side, you have a door which just swings open and gives you easy access to the inside without dismantling the bus, so that's fantastic. The Beauxbatons carriage, I feel indifferent about this set. I don't dislike it, I don't like it, it doesn't interest me too much. I think the build is pretty good, though it was quite expensive because I believe this cost $50, which is quite a lot, in my opinion, for what you got. Though you did get 2 horses, some unique minifigures, with some new molds and stuff, so that's pretty cool. The advent calendar stuff, where's the other one? There it is. I'm just going to put those in dislike. I'm not too much of a fan of the advent calendar stuff. I'm the type of person that would buy an advent calendar, see what unique prints are and stuff like that. Retrieve those pieces from it, build the minifigures, and just leave the rest of it. Put it in my parts collection. Doesn't interest me. That's just my personal opinion on advent calendars. It's got nothing to do with the contents within them. Though I would say the second version is better than the first version, so move that up slightly. We'll move the Hungarian Horntail to the back still. Pre-order that here as well. There we go. So the Voldemort's is it this The Rise of Voldemort? It's not. Yeah, it's called the Rise of Voldemort. The 2005 version was the Courtyard Jewel. I'm gonna put this in a door. I think for $20 you got, how many minifigures did you get now? I think it was 4 if you 4 minifigures and 5 if you count the little baby Voldemort. Which, you know, most people aren't going to count that as a minifigure, so fair enough, because you've got the Tom Riddle statue, you got Voldemort, Wormtail, Harry. Do we get Cedric in this set? We might get Cedric in this set. I can't remember if we get Cedric, because we got Cedric in the CMF. I don't think we did get Cedric. No. The only thing that bothered me about this set was the cup, the brick built cup. I didn't really like that at all. I think the one we get in the CMF series, the actual cup piece, was so much better than the brick built version. But this set was just great. I loved how they didn't just use a flat plate for the ground. It actually has depth. It rises, it falls. It's definitely a beautiful set for $20 as well. The room requirement set was a bit more lackluster. I'm quite indifferent about this set. I like the minifigures. I like the little Patronuses, but the set itself is essentially just a wall, which you can, I guess you can expand it onto your Hogwarts Castle expansions, which is going on, but it's quite a lame and tame set. Okay, I'm going to put the Umbridge's encounter in like. I do have a lot of problems with this set. The tree, I don't care about. It feels pretty useless. The Grawp figure, if you want to call it a figure, looks horrendous from the back. From the front it looks fine, but on the back it's unfinished. So you're probably going to be inclined to order some extra parts just to finish off the Grawp, because it's not displayable at all from the back. But what's great about this set is the minifigures. My goodness, you get Umbridge, which this Umbridge figure is so nice, and you get 2 centaurs as well, and those centaur figures are going to be worth a fortune in the future, I can tell already. So I've invested in a couple of these sets, but this is a set I like. 4 Privet Drive also goes into this category, or does it? No. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in the top of like, I think, or does it go in love? I'm gonna put it in like at the top of like. The Dobby figure is great. We get Dobby, but I do prefer the 2010 version of Dobby because I think it looks more, I don't know, like the new eyes just really freak me out. I don't really get it at all. And the mouth section on the new Dobby, it just puts me off. The minifigures are good. The house is great. But then the Ford Anglia is a downgrade as well from the Whomping Willow set. I don't know. I'm going to put it in the bottom of love. I do love this set. Because I just wasn't interested in building this set when I bought it. But when I built it, I had such a good time because this set has so many hidden features and Easter eggs. You can actually move the side panel open on the side of the house to reveal and get access to the cupboard under the stairs. This is a great set for Privet Drive, yeah. It's going to go in love. And so is the Astronomy Tower, probably at the top of love. I think the way they made the roofs on this set is perfect. So I do like the grey roofs, but I also like the sand green look. But I think when the entire roof is all sand green, it doesn't look right to me. I think what they did here, which is a predominantly grey roof with hints and accents of the sand green, is definitely the best way to go about it. Because I'll put a picture on screen so you can get a closer look. But what they did here is they had like sand green discs at the bottom of the turrets and built spires in dark grey above it, and I think that is the perfect way to do the roofs. And this set just looks absolutely outstanding. especially the Astronomy Tower section, and the way that's built. It looks absolutely marvellous. Diagon Alley. It goes in the door, obviously. I do love this set, but I'm so annoyed that Gringotts is missing. So it's going to go here. It's not going to replace the Great Hall, but it's going to go third. I think third is fair. It's not as good as the Hogwarts Castle, but this set is absolutely extraordinary. This is the most expensive Harry Potter set in the UK, at least, before they changed the prices. And we've got about 5,500 pieces with, like, is it 17 or 18 minifigures, most of them exclusive. And it was about 350 quid, or it's £370, and they reduced it to 350. But this is a great set, which is totally modular. It's really fun to build with other people, because you get 4 instruction manuals to build each of the 4 buildings. So that it's a really great set, and I love the Goodwill Lockhart figure in this set. In his purple or lavender robes, it just looks great. The buildable birds, I dislike the Hedwig one, but then where's Fawkes? I like the Fawkes one. I didn't hate the concept, but I think the stickers on the letter just looked horrendous when you applied them, because no matter how you did it, there's going to be gaps everywhere. And also, I didn't like how the Hedwig name on this black tile at the front was a sticker, and basically with the new Fawkes version, which came out a year later, the Fawkes name was actually it was printed, it wasn't a sticker. They got rid of the letter, and we've got these nice claws instead, which looks far better. The stand looks a lot more cleaner and simpler and grander, and I think the colours of the Phoenix, the red and gold, just pop compared to the white of the Hedwig. And the head on Hedwig doesn't look right to me at all, where the Fawkes looks fine. But what's good about these sets is we get a unique minifigure in each one. We've got a Dumbledore, which has like a golden sort of pattern on him, and we get a Harry with his blue gloves in the Hedwig version, which is actually one of my favourite Harry Potter figures. The Burrow, oh my goodness, the Burrow goes right behind the Great Hall, again beats out Diagon Alley. The Burrow set is absolutely ridiculous. You could have given me all the parts in the world and a year to build it. I couldn't have built a Burrow minifigure scale this good. It's just absolutely extraordinary. The way they made the house crooked and on an angle as well is just, it really surprised me when I saw it. I didn't expect it to be this good. I think the fire section is just something which needed to be rid of. I'd rather get a section of like the meadows instead, or maybe another Ford Anglia, to be honest. But no, this Burrow set is absolutely fantastic. I wish the Bellatrix Lestrange figure had printing on her legs or her dress section, because the 2010 version did, and I don't know how you can go 10 years onwards and just have a downgraded minifigure. It just seems quite bizarre, but it is what it is. Oh no, and then we get the Hogwarts Moments books. I'm not a fan of these Hogwarts Moments books. I'm going to put, some of them are better than others, so I'm going to put the Transfiguration one in hate. It's just too plain for me, but that McGonagall figure that we got was absolutely extraordinary, one of the most accurate Harry Potter figures we've ever gotten, but she's appeared in other sets now. So the Snape one, the Potions one, is also pretty bland. The Herbology one was definitely better, a lot more interesting. The Ravenclaw one, yeah, and where are the other two? It's just going to go like that, I'm afraid. From the 2022 versions, I prefer the Trelawney's Divination class one over the Defense Against the Dark Arts one, because I don't know, the Defense Against the Dark Arts one is just black, it's bland, it doesn't really appeal to me, where the Trelawney one is nice and colourful, it looks nice on display, you get the purple, the gold, the red, it's not just black, you know. But I do like the little Moody micro or trophy piece figure, that's great. But I've done reviews on these two, so I'll put a link in the description where you can see my overall thoughts on these two sets. I'll put an annotation on screen now. Then we get the Apologies Potion Mistake set, and I think this has to go in love as well. I'll put it in the end of love. This was a set which retails for $20 at the same price as the Voldemort, the Rise of Voldemort set. We get 4 unique minifigures, so not as much as the 6 minifigures or 5 minifigures as the Voldemort set. But I think this set is great. You get the stall, and you get a part of the sink all crammed into this little area. You've got to give the builders a lot of respect because they had to build this bathroom scene into a very strict area. It couldn't be any taller, it couldn't be any wider, it couldn't be any longer. It has to be this basically size, so it fits in between the main tower, the Astronomy tower, in the Chamber of Secrets set, which you know what I mean. But I love the 2021 wave because it comes with all the chocolate frog cards and stuff like that. I think 2021 is definitely my favourite year for LEGO Harry Potter. This set though is horrific. The Fluffies Encounter set, dearie me, it just looks like a 4+ set in my opinion. And also you can't actually arrange, because obviously the 2021 sets are modular, especially the Fluffies Encounter set. You can actually arrange it in 2 different sections, I think it advises on the box, but it comes apart in 3 different areas or 4 different areas. You've got the Devil Snare section, which the Devil Snare looks horrific. It's just like 2 or 3 little black like plant pieces. You've got like a balcony section. You've got obviously the chamber where Fluffy lies, and you've got a roof piece which is meant to be a classroom, which doesn't look like a classroom at all. It's just tiny, and you're meant to organise this in different ways to portray the scene, but you can't actually do that, because if you put the Devil's Snare below the trapdoor underneath the chamber, then you are forced to put the balcony section below the chamber as well to give it support, but then you've got a balcony underground, and then you've got nowhere to put the roof piece or the classroom section. That's not got a home. And if you organise it the other way with the trapdoor and the chamber section on the floor, you've got Devil's Snare to the side of the chamber, and then the trapdoor doesn't lead anywhere. So you basically have to buy other LEGO Harry Potter sets from the 2021 wave in order to make this set actually work, which again it doesn't look, it's not right for me. There is other issues, like the harp is like 2 colours, so it's yellow and pearl gold. It's not either all yellow or all pearl gold. The Fluffy, all 3 of the heads have different expressions. Like I think one of them is sleeping, one of them is like wide awake, and then one of them is half awake, half asleep. And then there's more problems with the minifigures as well. The fact that Harry, Ron and Hermione are all in Hogwarts robes, which is fine, but then you have to take into consideration is when these 3 encounter Fluffy for the first time in their Hogwarts uniforms, the harp isn't there. So I wish they actually got rid of the harp and gave us a Filch and Mrs. Norris, because that's who they're running away from to actually encounter Fluffy in the first place. When they do later encounter Fluffy, those 3 at the end of the film, the harp is there, but they're not in their Hogwarts robes. They're in wear that they use for the chess set, which obviously we'll get to next. I understand why they couldn't use those same minifigures again, because you'd want to keep them unique, and I understand that, but I think because of that they should have got rid of the harp and given us a Filch minifigure, because at this point we haven't had him for 3 years, and a Mrs. Norris as well, because we still haven't had a Mrs. Norris since 2010, so that's 12 years now without a Mrs. Norris like minifigure. So there's definitely a lot of improvement for this set, and it's definitely one of my worst LEGO Harry Potter sets of all time. We'll do the chess set next though, and you see a lot of people love this set. I don't. I think I just like this set. is actually really popular. It's always out of stock from what I can see on eBay. It's going for over $100, like pretty consistently as well. It was doing that for all the Christmas season, and it has done ever since. The minifigures in the set are just absolutely fantastic. I think the only way you can improve them is give them a couple more cuts and bruises, because they did have that in the film, where I don't think these minifigures have many cuts on their faces, or like cuts in their robes, in their clothing or anything like that, where they should have done. But this is a set which has literally infinite playability, because it's a working chessboard. You can play chess with this. You got all the pieces, all the spots. You know, it's a really cool idea, and I think this actually should go at the top of like. No, I'll put it behind the Whomping Willow. It goes here. The Hogsmeade Village is another set I like. I'm going to put it ahead of the Whomping Willow, I think. I really do like the Hogsmeade Village set. I think every single minifigure, I think we get 8 of them, and they're all unique. And we haven't had a Hogsmeade Village set in, well, forever. I mean, technically we got one in the past Shrieking Shack set from 2004. We got a little side build which is meant to be the Hogsmeade Village. I think that was Honeyduke's Sweet Shop, but I'm not counting that as a Hogsmeade Village. This is the first proper Hogsmeade Village. I do wish they gave us a third building, preferably the Shrieking Shack, and made this $100 rather than just giving us 2 buildings and made it $70. But I'm picking at straws here. It's definitely one of the best LEGO Harry Potter sets released in the 2021 wave. Not as good as the Chamber of Secrets though. I think this set goes is it better than, I think it goes here. I think I'm going to put it here. I think it's ahead of the Great Hall, because I think if you want to do a direct comparison, that is fair. So the Great Hall is $30 less at retail price than the Chamber of Secrets. But with the Chamber of Secrets, you're getting about 450 more pieces, something like that. And you're getting 11 minifigures compared to 10. So I think it's only just one more. But you get a massive basilisk as well. I think one criticism about this set is the depth isn't really all there. It's quite, when you put them all together, because as you can see it's 3 different sections, it's quite flat. It's like a wall, but you can buy other Hogwarts expansions and, you know, make the depth a lot better. I've actually got a video where I put all the Hogwarts expansions together and tried like a million different combinations. I'll put a video. I'll put that video in a link in the description. I'll put a link for that video in the description down below, is what I meant to say. But yeah, this set is definitely one of my favourites. You also get a glow-in-the-dark, nearly headless Nick. And I think every single minifigure in this set was unique. Apart from, did we get a Malfoy in the set? I'm sure we got... There was one of the 2021 sets where we got a Draco Malfoy minifigure, who also came in the Biting Book set, which, because I'm pretty sure most of the 2021 minifigures were unique apart from that. I can't really remember. I can't see the minifigures on this picture as well, it's a bit too small. But yeah, this is a great set, and you can actually get this set on sale pretty easily. I think on Amazon it's usually about 20% off most of the time. And if you get the Gryffindor Dorms and Apologies Potion Mistake set, you can actually put them in between the Astronomy Tower section and have a working slide, and you're basically essentially making the Astronomy Tower even taller, and it does look fantastic when it's got all those sets underneath it. I really do love the 2021 wave, and I'm so glad that they're expanding on these Hogwarts expansions in 2022. So this is another, well, this is just a advent calendar. Okay, we'll just put it here. It's that one, so we'll do that. Yep, we do that. Okay, so Hogwarts Icons. When I first heard about the Hogwarts Icons, because I heard about this set before I saw it, I heard we were going to get a big buildable Hedwig, and that was going to be the D2C, because I was hoping for a Gringotts. You know, the price range is about right. It's about £230, about $250, which I thought was right for a Gringotts. But it ended up being a big buildable Hedwig, and I was immediately disappointed. But when I built this set, I was totally blown away. This set is fantastic, and on display, I'd argue it looks even better than the Diagon Alley and the... Oh, does it look better than the Hogwarts Castle D2C? It's close. Where would this set go? I'm gonna put this set... it's so hard. I think I'm gonna put it here. I'll put it there. It's definitely a set I adore. You get 3 minifigures in this set, which isn't great, but those minifigures are worth well over $100. They're very exclusive and are free golden minifigures, because we get 9 in total throughout the 2021 wave, the 20th anniversary minifigures. I love that idea. We don't get any Chocolate Frog cards, which is a shame, because in the Chamber of Secrets set, which is half the price, we get 6 of them. So you'd hope you would get about 10 of them in the Hogwarts Icons set, and when you're paying, you know, £230 or $250 for a set, you'd hope to get, you know, quite a few Chocolate Frog cards, but we got 0. But that's not really something to begrudge. This set was quite interesting because it actually encouraged you to actually write your name with a pen on the letter, because you get like a brick built letter, which is really cool. But I never did that. I'm not going to write on Lego. But no, this set is absolutely fantastic. You get the Chocolate Frog cards, buildable stand. You get the scarf, which you can build all 4 houses on. You get a load of books. You get a stack of books. You get Harry's glasses. You get the golden snitch. You get some potions. You get the letter. It's just a really nice and very interesting set, and one which will be very desirable in the future, I believe. Oh god, and then we get the Buildable Figures. I'm going to put this at the top of hate. It's not too bad, but I don't like... So I don't want them to do any more of these Buildable Figures, but at the same time, I'm so annoyed that we don't have a Ron. Like, it's the iconic trio. We get Harry, Ron and Hermione. How have they only just given us 2 out of the 3? It's like, I don't want them to do more, but at the same time, please just give us a Ron. I wouldn't mind it if they just let us complete the trio, gave us a Ron figure standalone for $60 rather than $120, which this set retailed for, because obviously it's only just one of them. But like with the Hermione figure, if you try and raise her hand, like her arm, sorry, above halfway, her hair just breaks, and if you put a wand in their hand, they can't actually like pose them because the weight of the wand is too much, and the arm just falls flat. So there's definitely some building issues I have, with which this set has. But this is the first of probably going to be many. I can imagine Lego doing this for like Darth Vader or Spider-Man or something like that, and those sets will sell really well, but I don't think they did too well here. I think if they did single packs of these rather than a double pack, so $60 each, you get 1 buildable figure, and next to it on a stand you got like a exclusive, like let's say for a Ron buildable figure. So it'll be $60. It comes with a single buildable figure, and you get a stand with an exclusive Ron minifigure on that stand, which you can only get in that set. Sort of like the buildable birds. Exactly the same principle should be applied to these buildable figures, in my opinion. And I think they'd sell a lot better if they did that. It's not, it's not a big thing I'm demanding, but like it's probably smart for them to do that, to be honest with you. Because of the increased sales that they would generate from that. So we've got 3 more sets. Okay, we'll do the 2021 set first. The Hogwarts Flying Lesson. I think the set is quite underrated. I wouldn't say I love this set, but I'd say it goes... here. I think the Madam Hooch figure is definitely better than the one we got in that Bricktober pack in 2018. I like how it's such a small build. We only get one little wall, but it's actually very modular, because it comes apart in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sections, because the roof sections on either side of the door can actually come apart, which is really cool. On the inside we've got a little trophy cabinet, and we've got some Quidditch supplies on the other one. But this is just a really nice set. I'm not really sure why we got a golden quirrell with this set. I would have chosen another character because it's not really relevant to the scene. But you know, it is what it is. Then we've got the hospital wing set. This is a set which I do like, though I think it needs, because the clock tower which this is portraying is so high, I think it needs other sets to go underneath it for it to look right, because when it's just like, if this is just standing alone on a table on its own, it doesn't look right at all. But I'm going to say this set goes here. Yeah, I'm going to say it goes here, because it's not as good as the old clock tower set, though that isn't really a fair comparison because it is half the price. That is not a fair comparison. I'm going to put a new clock tower ahead because, yeah, I'm being stupid. No, I'm going to put it ahead. I don't care. I think it's a really neat set for $50, where the old clock tower set cost $90, so screw it. The new clock tower set is great, though you do need other sets to go with it. I really like the window design, because it's quite different than the other window designs they've done for the other Hogwarts expansions. I love the unique minifigures. I love how we get a Madame Pomfrey for the first time in about a bazillion years. I don't think we've ever got a Madame Pomfrey figure ever before, actually. So this is definitely a decent set. And then we have this, which is bad. I'm gonna put the set here. It's just not for me. The magical trunk, and it costs so much money. It's $60, and it's so tiny. I remember building this, and I was like, "There's no way this set costs $60." I understand why people want this set because you get so many accessories, and I appreciate that. But definitely wait until the set goes on sale, and it will do, because it's at $60. It just isn't worth it at all. But I do like how you can customize it with a massive sticker sheet, and you can actually retile up this section so you can have, you know, any sort of house color representation you want. It gives you all the tiles to do so, which I appreciate. But yeah, there's nothing too interesting about this set. It's different, it's creative, but it's not for me. So that is my tier list on LEGO Harry Potter sets from 2018 to 2022 so far. So there is going to be a part 2 of this tier list where we're going to be taking a look at LEGO Harry Potter sets from 2001 until 2011. So that'll be a fun little tier list as well. But that will be the end of this long video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have reached the end of this video, then comment the word sherbet lemon to let me know that you've actually reached this far into the video. I've been Topic Bricks, and I'll catch you tomorrow for another LEGO Harry Potter video. Bye for now.